Hi, my name is Rebecca Johnson. Welcome. I'm doing this short little sequence for the spine and for the back, so please feel free to follow along. Let's begin by centering, legs crossed, or you could come into a kneeling position. Root down through your sits bone, spine is nice and long, and let's take 3 full body breaths. Inhaling deeply into your chest, your mid-ribs, your belly, and then exhale, letting the breath out from the belly, the ribs, and the upper chest. 2 more times just like this, eyes opened or closed. Breathing in deeply, filling up the top of the lungs, the bottoms of the lungs, expanding through the diaphragm, and then exhale to let it go. Last time, inhale. And exhale. 6 movements of the spine, seated cat-cow. Inhale, tuck chin and tuck tailbone. Let your shoulder blades draw away from your spine. Exhale, draw the heart forward. Shoulders hug toward the spine, and then lifting your hairline up toward the ceiling. 2 more times just like that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So that's forward bending and back bending. Inhale, reach your arms up high, and we will side bend. This is a lateral stretch to the side, to the right. Right hand's going to come out away from your hip. The arm can be straight, or maybe, as long as you can keep that right or left hip bone down, you can come to your forearm, right arm or left arm reaching up and over. Let the head be comfortable here. You can gaze toward the horizon or toward the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to let it go. Come back to center. Inhale, arms rise high. Side bend to the left, other side. Either arm straight or bending at the elbow, taking your forearm down to the mat. And now right arm is reaching up and over. Taking out any tension of the head and neck, maybe by gently moving it or gazing down toward your fingers, or perhaps gazing up toward the sky. And slowly come back to center. Gentle twist to the right. Left hand comes on the outside of right knee, and then right arm comes behind, propping up on your fingertips. Be sure to lift up and out of the low back. So we don't want to be slouching. We want to be drawing the navel toward the spine, lifting through the heart, and our shoulder blades come onto our back, away from our ears. So this is now moving through rotation in the spine. So you could think of this as just general maintenance for the spine. Forward bending, backward bending, side bending, and then twisting. Come through center and switch other side. Again, lift up and out of that low back. Draw your navel actively. Draw your spine actively toward your navel. Collarbones open and expand. Breath is full. Head is comfortably stacked. Unwind through center. Now I want you to come onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. You can rock side to side here, or maybe take some small circles with the knees. Now I want you to bring the feet back down. Your knees are going to stay bent. Your heels are going to draw toward your glutes. And I want you to reach your arms toward the back of your space. Inhale, hug knees toward chest. Exhale, bringing the feet down, knees bent, arms reaching. Last time here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, hug your knees into your chest just for a moment, and then I want you to send your feet up toward the ceiling and hands go toward the back of your space. You're making an L shape with your body. Inhale, hug knees to chest. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, hug knees to chest. Last time, arms and legs reaching, and hug knees into your chest. Bring your feet down, parallel to one another, hips with distance, arms down alongside your torso. We're going to take a variation on bridge pose. So I want you to press into your feet and lift your hips. And instead of coming into a full bridge, I want you to press your ribs down as you lift the hips. So we're going to lengthen the tailbone even further away from the crown of the head. So hips are lifting, ribs are dropping down. Arms can come along your sides. Maybe you want to interlace them. You can shimmy your shoulders underneath your chest and interlace the hands underneath the back. But again, hips are lifting, ribs are pressing down. And breathe here. Take a couple of deep breaths. And if you've interlaced the hands, releasing them, hands along or arms alongside the torso. And then I want you to bring the back down, like mid-back, slowly, slowly, low back, and then tailbone coming down last. Let's come into constructive rest. Press the knees together, take your feet the width of your mat, cactus your arms, and pause. Just allowing the spine to feel supported, to create some length here. Let go of any tension you've created. So we create the tension, we release the tension. Separate the knees and let's begin to windshield wiper the legs side to side. So dropping your knees to the right, drop them to the left. Move at your own pace here. It can be super slow, like you're moving through molasses, or maybe your body feels like it wants to do it a little faster. I always encourage students to move at their own pace and give your body what it needs, regardless of what the instructor or the teacher is saying. You know your body better than anybody. If you want to start taking this into the cervical spine, you can move your head in the opposite direction of the knees. And then pause on one side. So either right or left, let the knees drop over to the side, gaze in the opposite direction of the knees. And if you wanted to create a little more intensity, you could take that bottom foot, bring the pinky edge side up on the top leg. It's variation, optional. And release that. Let's move to the other side. And taking that lower leg, if you'd like, pinky edge side of the foot coming up on the top thigh. Only if that feels okay in the body, and maybe it feels okay on one, if it feels good on one side and not on the other. Listen, listen, listen. And release, come through center. Bring your legs down onto your mat. This time, teeing your arms out to the side. So hands are going to be in line with your shoulders. And I want you to take right over left or left over right and give yourself a hug. If you either holding the outer edges of the shoulders or wrapping them down underneath the shoulder blades, wherever the hands comfortably reach, and just pause here for a moment. Feeling the temperature of your body, this embrace, this self-embrace, offering yourself this loving gesture of self-care and support. Take a couple of deep breaths. And stretch the arms back out and reverse the cross. And gently release, teeing them out one last time. Hugging your knees into your chest, roll to either right side or left side and pause. Then press up to a seat. Eyes closed or gaze soft down toward the floor. And if you like, bringing palms together to touch at heart center. We take this gesture here that we remind ourselves of our heart's desires, that we take time for these quiet practices so we can tune into the whispers of our hearts. May all beings be happy, healthy, safe, and at peace. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me for this quick sequence, and I hope to see you soon in class.